Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jan Moses, bringing you what I hope will be my 92 plus hidden gems option pack from hitting 2,500 points in each of the 3 rounds of salary cap here in season 1 of NBA 2K26. My team, holy mother of God, those are a lot of words, but you guys get the general idea of what's happening here. I'm hoping that this last game of salary cap offline that I played will net us at least 63 points, because that is all I need to hit 2,500 points for round 3 with 5 days to spare here in season 1. Again, I know 2K has had a lot of crap thrown their way for what they've done to the MyTeam game mode this year after those first week or maybe couple of weeks of enjoyment that we had, as they slowly and methodically removed everything that we loved about the game mode and left us with bare bones for these final 3 to 4 weeks. But one thing that I think they did kind of get right, and I will give them their flowers for, is the inclusion of salary cap offline, being able to grind out these game modes offline and slowly make progress towards hitting 2,500 to basically limit the number of games I have to play online is really nice, in large part because, you know, whenever I play these games, I feel like I deal with a lot of stress and anxiety. Like, I lock in and I work myself up so much when I'm playing these games, especially in salary cap, where all my opponents for the most part seem to be really good at the game, really sweaty, they'll off ball, they will do all these different things that makes it really tough for me to compete sometimes and even win. And even though I have a really good record, it's largely because of the amount of effort that I put into these games. And so I get worn out really quickly playing salary cap, even if I'm not streaming the games. And so being able to play these games offline really helps, because then I don't have to exert that much, you know, mental energy towards getting these W's, which is really nice. Now we're going to see if we end up getting enough points. As I mentioned, we need 63 points. I just wanted to show you guys, I mean, like, dude, the opponents that I play, even when I'm playing against the CPU, they just abuse the fact that you can't really get good shot contests off with your bigs defending other bigs. Like, Mitchell Robinson was killing me in the paint. Jay Vincent was killing me in the paint. I don't know how Giannis was 2 of 10, but I feel like I really had to work to force the 6 misses or the 7 misses that were in the paint. His 3 3-pointers were easy, just leaving him wide open. You really got to bust your ass, I feel like, even against the CPU with the current shot contest system, to prevent the CPU's bigs from getting to the paint and dominating. Because I feel like once they get that interior position on your bigs, doesn't matter how tall they are, what badges they have, it's going to be a dunk or layup and 2 points for the CPU. So let's take a look and see here, man. Really hoping we got enough points. Let's see. 64. Wow. All year last year, I would joke that 2K would intentionally make us play one extra game. They would leave us at like 24.98 or 24.99. And now, for once, we're 1 point above the 2,500 point threshold that we need, which is really nice. I'm very happy about that. So here we go, the Hidden Gems 92 plus overall option pack. Now, really happy to have gotten that reward, and you guys can see we went 18-0 offline this round. I believe I can toggle it. There we go. We went 30-0 offline this season, which honestly isn't that many games. You know, 30-0 over the course of what was the season, a 50-day season, because if you pre-ordered the game and you got one of the more premium versions like I did, we got an extra week. So I think that probably amounts to 49, because I think we have 6 weeks per season, which is 42 days. So I think we had 49 days in this season. So we played like one game basically, or 1 or 2 games every like 2 to 3 days. So not even one game a day to get to the stage. And then ultimately we ended up going 6-2 in this round, which I'm pretty happy with. 25-13 overall in terms of our online record for salary cap this season. Again, salary cap is super sweaty, man. It is not like what salary cap was in the first couple of rounds last year. I feel like people who played the game last year saw what the reward structure was for salary cap this year, and they realized once they hit tier 1 of Showdown, it doesn't really make sense to, you know, play a ton of Showdown, you know, or maybe you get whatever the rewards are from Showdown that you need from the games that you play, and then because you play this game so much and you want to get a bit of a breather, you'll come to salary cap with, you know, some of your players that maybe, you know, you can't, you know, oh my god, totally lost my train of thought. You're basically bringing in some of these like lower overall cards who maybe you want to run, but you can't run in Showdown because everyone in Showdown in Tier 1 has their God Squads. You're able to bring in these players like I think I mentioned maybe in a previous gameplay video, and if not, I apologize. I recorded a few gameplays, not sure which one I'm going to upload. But I played against someone that had, so for example, Sapphire Tony Roten, who was a really fun card to run last year. Another really fun card to now run again this year. But you can't run that card in Showdown. You can run him in salary cap and be dominant with him if you know what you're doing. And, you know, same can be said about a lot of the players that I have in my salary cap lineup, right? I mean, a lot of these Sapphires I can't bring in. Even some of these Rubies. Like, I was waxing poetic, honestly, all season about Rui Hachimura and Harvey Grant. Even Jabari Smith, ever since I got them, none of these cards would be able to see the light of day for me in King of the Court or in Showdown. So, you know, it is a fun mode for that reason. But, again, with the rewards being what they are, like, you don't have to play a ton of this game mode in order to get that, you know, 2,500 point reward at the end of the season, which is that 92 plus Hidden Gems option pack, which we're going to open up. For me, no real reason to play the game mode past that. I don't care about the Hidden Gems Amethyst at 3,500 points. I don't care about the, you know, whatever the random rewards that you get at 5,000 points. I think hitting 2,500 points every single round is going to be the move until they introduce new packs, whether they're option packs or regular packs, for hitting 5,000. Then we'll have to see. I probably still won't do it, but you know, that will be coming probably by like seasons 4, 5, 6, somewhere around there. Okay, let's briefly talk about some of the cards that I would like to see and some of the cards that I would expect to see. I would expect to see a couple of dupes, is my guess. I feel like Kyle Lowry, Mark Aguirre, Bruce Bowen, one of those cards are going to be in my option pack for sure. A lot of these cards are free. Actually, these are all free agents. Yeah, I was going to say, I think I really only have 3 diamonds that are like truly hidden gems that are not free agents. So, who are some cards that I want, right? Let's start with the positives. I would love to see Kwame Brown. I don't think I'd love to see Yao Ming, only because I don't think he's going to be that good. I think he has like 25 speed along with that 54 three-pointer. 59 speed. Actually, I would not hate to get this Yao Ming card. Like, you're never going to really complain about getting a Yao Ming card. I think the card I want the most, without a doubt, is Dyson Daniels, but I think 2K unfortunately knows that everyone wants Dyson Daniels, and so they've neutered, absolutely neutered his odds. I just saw that the Cowboys lost, apparently, which is crazy. If you guys can't tell, I'm recording this on a Sunday afternoon. Jonathan Isaac, I know his jumper's kind of broken, but I wouldn't mind getting Jonathan Isaac just to have a lock, I guess. Robert Covington would obviously be elite. Asara Thompson. Look, there are a number of really solid diamonds. I think Michael Carter-Williams could be one of the cards in my option pack. I've seen a lot of people get him. I think Larry Nance could be a good option too, and he's been in a lot of people's option packs. I'd love to get Larry Nance. Andre Drummond, I don't think can shoot. Would love to get Stephon Castle. Oh my god. I didn't even know he had a Hidden Gems card. That would be great as well. We'll see, man. I mean, Jaren Jackson Jr., also a card I would love to get. Obviously, I have his free agent card. I've been running him in Gauntlet for, you know, a couple of games, and I really enjoy his jumper. We'll see, man. I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to lie. I guess let me know in the comments down below, A, if you've gotten to this point in salary cap, who did you get in your option pack, and who did you end up selecting? And then B, do you think you're going to play salary cap again next season? I'd love to know. We may make one more salary cap video for season 1. We'll have to see, but in case we don't, this will be our, you know, our send-off into season 2. So let's see who we get, man. I'm so nervous. I really hope we can get at least one player who we can use who's not a duplicate. That's what I'm asking for, man. Like a viable, truly usable card. Because I only have 3 Hidden Gems diamonds. So I'm guaranteed to get at least 2 who I don't have. I want those 2 that I don't have to be usable. Here we go, man. I'm so nervous. 2K, please bless your boy. Please. I worked so hard in salary cap this year. Okay, we actually get Larry Nance and Jonathan Isaac, which is pretty nice. And we only get 1 duplicate, which is pretty interesting. I'm going to take Larry Nance. Again, I've heard a lot of really bad things about Jonathan Isaac's jump shot, unfortunately. I mean, like, I would love to take him. Really would love to take him. I just, I don't know, man. I mean, Isaac, I gotta look at his badges real quick. Because he really would be a ton of fun to run. Hoff Challenger, Hoff High Flying Denier, Hoff Immovable, Hoff Intercept. My God, man. Like, even if his jumper is ass, it's so tough to want to pass on a card that's 6'10 and has the badges that he has. Meanwhile, Larry Nance, also 6'10, also able to play the power forward position. He has an 83-pointer. Oh my God, dude. 87 speed? What are his badges? I don't like that he can't get Deadeye. Immovable. He also has Hoff On-Ball Menace, though, which is really, really nice. Wow. Damn, man. Can Jonathan Isaac get Deadeye? Okay, he can't either. All right, I was going to spend a little bit of time trying to, go back and forth and decide what I wanted here. I just feel like people complain about Isaac's jumper. I'm going to take Larry Nance. I could have, maybe paused the video, done a little bit of research. We're going to just take Larry Nance. I think we're going to be happy with Larry Nance. What's crazy to me is Larry Nance is small forward, primary, power forward, secondary. I would have thought it was the other way around. Isn't he like a bigger body? He's only 205 pounds, actually. Whereas Isaac is 230. Interesting. All right, you know what? Give me 1 second. I'm going to quickly look on Reddit to see what people have said about Isaac. I feel like Larry Nance is going to be the move here, but let's just pause for a moment. We will be right back. All right, we're back. Hopefully you guys didn't see any of me waiting around if I did a good enough job of editing that out. I legitimately took like 5-10 minutes to go over Reddit. I tried to look on YouTube to find a gameplay for either player, and for whatever reason, I couldn't. And I was pretty sure that someone had done a gameplay video on either Larry Nance or Jonathan Isaac, because a number of people, at least, that I've seen on Twitter, YouTube, and Reddit, have gotten those two players in previous option packs or just regular 92 plus hidden gems packs. But regardless, it seems like a lot of people are saying that Jonathan Isaac's jumper is like broken in a bad way and that his SIGs aren't great. I mean, I don't really care as much about the SIGs because I don't really look to like dribble and create offense with my small forward or power forward. But I do want a player who I can trust to hit jumpers, and the fact that Larry Nance also has Hall of Fame on-ball menace is really nice. It just, to me, it feels like if Larry Nance's jumper is better than Isaac's, which that is what it seems to be, then Isaac is not going to have the same longevity on my team that Larry Nance will. I don't want to have a non-shooter on the floor, and if I do, I'd rather that non-shooter be a center who's really imposing with their height and not a power forward who's 6'10". That's my big issue right now. We're going to take Larry Nance, and I think we're just going to move on with it. So Larry Nance, welcome to the team. Let's go ahead and throw Larry Nance now into the lineup. Now, look, is Larry Nance my... Oh, I forgot I did this. Hold on. I forgot I was doing agendas with Del Curry. Let's get him out of here. Let's just throw in a random... Who do I want to throw in as my backup here? Well, we'll put Katie just for now, for funsies. And then we will be benching Julius Randle. As much as I love Julius, the only card that I'm probably going to see on a breakout board this year. We got to throw in Larry Nance. So this is the new lineup, I think. The new, I don't want to call it a God squad, but this is my best squad. This is all the best players that I have currently in my collection. 13 unauctionable cards. You love to see it. Let's go into shoot around real quick before we wrap up this video and see what Larry Nance's jumper looks like. Larry Nance already is better than any of the rewards that I got out of salary cap last year, in my opinion. Early on, I remember getting Diamond Brandon Jennings and Diamond Markey, and neither of those cards were playable for me in salary cap or in any other game mode. I thought Larry Nance had a hot zone somewhere else. Let's see what that jumper is like. Let's first start with a midi. Okay. Now let's take a look at it from 3. Okay. Not awful. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Okay. Not bad. And I heard his dunking animations are pretty nice. Actually, shout out to my guy Harry, my podcasting co-host in crime when it comes to all things My Team. I texted him and I asked him basically who would you pick, and I knew he had Larry Nance, and he told me that he likes Nance. He feels like that was a horrific jumper. Oopsies. He told me that he feels like Isaac's jumper is broken, like what everyone is complaining about when it comes to Isaac. It's true. And like, look, I'm not greening with him every single time, but I feel like if the rumors are true about Isaac, then I'd be bricking every single shot with Isaac. And his player model, Nance's player model, it looks big. So I'm going to have to practice his jumper. Obviously, this is just, 2 minutes into me selecting him from my pack. But I'm assuming rhythm shooting is going to be the move for him. We'll have to see. And hopefully he'll green even more when he has a card like Jason Kidd with his Hall of Fame dimer passing him the ball. So, yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. That's it for my Season 1 grind for Salary Cap. Looking forward to bringing you guys more Salary Cap content in Season 2. I wonder if we're going to get the same reward in Season 2. Are we going to get another Diamond Option Pack? If I had to guess, I'd probably say yes, and I would be okay with that. I may be in the minority here. I'd rather have a Diamond Option Pack for, hidden gems than a Pink Diamond Pack. That is not an option pack. Because there are a number of troll Pink Diamonds, and I feel like a card like Larry Nance is going to be better than more than half of the Pink Diamond hidden gems. Like, I would gladly take Larry Nance over a card like, I think there's like a Pink Diamond Truck Robinson, who I definitely don't care for. Would definitely not want to get Isaiah Thomas, the 5'8" midget. Don't want him anywhere around my collection. So I would much rather have a Diamond Option Pack. My fear, and this is the last thing I'll say before we wrap up this video, my fear is that they give us a regular Hidden Gems Diamond Pack, that they take a step backwards and they remove the option pack but keep it in the same tier. That would be a disaster, but I could see 2K doing that. Anyways, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for joining me on my salary cap grind all season. It's been fun. It's been very stressful, but for once, I could say it's actually been somewhat rewarding. Like, Larry Nance is actually going to have a role in my lineup for a while. Looking forward to running with him. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Until next time, I'll see you later.